You're gonna kick off a 3-day party, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and kick everybody out. I don't know what the glasses are at.
Where'd you put the last glass? You said you washed and put it up.
You gave it to the man. I washed it.
Oh.
Don't blame me now. There we go.
I'm not blaming you.
I got it right here. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Don't you got that? Oh my God. Whatever. See the shot glass behind the strainer where the dishes are? Bring me that shot glass. Oh gosh. Evaporated.
Oye, ¿qué trabajó tú eres?
¿Eh?
¿No trabajó?
No, porque hay que ir poniendo la cuña para ir ajustando.
¿Tienes familia aquí?
Sí, 2. Una hembra y un macho. ¿Eh? Andera.
Well, the best thing in this house is this door.
The whole trailer's gonna fall apart. That door ain't going nowhere.
The fucking door's gonna stay right there and never gonna rot. Never gonna rot.
Mucho buenos.
Mira, mi prima dice que todo va a pudrir menos esa puerta.
Seguro.
So my cousin said everything's gonna rot except for that door.
No, I mean fall apart.
You gotta get arrow 150 staples,
Yes.
an L shape
Yes.
bracket,
Yes.
this long
Want me
here,
to write it down?
that long, look. Look, Aaron, it's that long. The L bracket got,
You're that long?
yeah, that long, that long. So it'll be that long. And then the self-tapping screws, 4 of them.
You think Walmart has some?
Yeah, I know they have them. Maybe.
That's it.
You got a key to that deadbolt?
Yes,
Okay, good.
It's in the
The
car.
deadbolt, they're different colors, but at least it'll work.
I don't care. I really don't care. Yeah, Mando changed when he used to be out in Brooksville with our community, all the people we know. Since he moved to that way big old house that we keep building,
100 acres.
we were falling away from because he was just not as nice. And when he moved out there, he changed completely. I don't be around him, nothing.
Prison,
And then the 10-acre farm he had in Brooksville that we built, that we,
you don't understand what happened.
no, let me tell you something.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so, on Forest, Olivia owned a lot of houses. And, she,
Big uno, 23.
running after
Y medio.
saying,
Sí.
anyway,
¿Puedo pasar al baño un segundito, Gabriel?
El baño.
El baño.
Segunda puerta.
Segunda.
Sí, no usa la fila
Sí.
para guardar.
no sink.
El inodoro está bien.
Oh yeah, this is what I was telling you. So anyhow,
El segundo puerta. Ahí me meto el inodoro.
second door to the left. Second door to the left. The middle door. Or,
Gotta see it.
yeah. Because, I don't think I closed it. Yes?
Get yourself a nice door now.
And
Oh crap, no moms.
look, crap, this big between this door and the wall. But, I just didn't know what they're doing there.
¿Qué otra vez?
I don't know.
Sí, no, es que imagínate, ahora hay que poner atención.
Madera ahí.
¿Eh?
Madera.
Aquí se puede inventar cualquier cosa, usted no, eso es lo de menos, ¿entiendes? Es más dinero. That's money.
So anyway, you know the first house he lived in? Well, I came over, you know, Pat worked and I went and hang out with Olivia. And I came over and they were all at the dining room table when you first come to the door. You know, don't you? Well, anyway, don't make a difference. And here's Gerald sitting there. Not little Gerald, big Gerald. And he's sitting there and I walk in. I'm like, no shit, you know? And we were sitting talking for a little while. And then he told me Dad was driving a white van. And he said, come out to my van. Come out to my van. said, okay. You know? So he opened the van door and I got inside with him.
Dígame uno.
And he pulls out a mirror full of coke and put it in lines. He goes, do this. This is way back, I'm talking about 30 years ago.
Oh, the old man.
The old man. And so I do it, and he goes, go to Robbie or Gerald, and don't come to me. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't remember ever doing cocaine before that I know of. I probably did, but I don't remember. But then he said that, you know, to get it from you guys.
Yeah,
And what a coincidence, huh? Him being there. Then I went to his house on Forest, and there was his brother, Junior. I went to junior high school with. Small world.
he evidently got busted.
Who?
Man,
Man, he did.
evidently.
I was away from him
Well,
when he moved out at the house. That was it for me.
he told my brother and Jay was in charge of Teamsters.
Union.
He was a big shot there. And so he decided to give them some weed. So as soon as he left there, the sheriff pulled him over. It was like a setup.
That's
But little did Manuel know that three things. Jay's in charge of the Teamsters. My brother was Santo, being Santo's nephew, and him, my brother being best friends, being in the wedding, everything else. My brother was the best man in Santo.
you talking Santo Tropicana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
He used to sit on my Oelo on his front porch, and they used to hang out.
really?
Then he had the mayor, St. Lucio, came to his porch and hung out.
Yeah.
He had him coming and going, man. Yeah, the old man, big, deep in the mafia. The Bolito, whew, big time.
Well, so when that happened, I ran into Jay at the Columbia restaurant.
Ya got
I
amigo.
said, he goes, man, you don't understand what's going on. And I said, well, I don't know. You know, he goes, man, it was a setup. Manuel was a fucking rat. He set us up. Manuel was a fucking rat. He set us up. So Jay was kind of like telling me, I was just out Saturday night having a drink, and everybody said go over there,
Yeah.
come to Columbia, have a drink. So I'm showing up over there. He's trying to explain to me, and I really ain't believing him. But then I see what's happening. It doesn't look cool. And then I go back to Emmanuel. Emmanuel tells me, I had the motherfucking rifle right on Jay's head. The motherfucker accusing me of being a rat. I was going to shoot to kill that motherfucker. I said, well, I'm going to tell you something. You better think twice who you're going to fucking murder, who you're going to kill. You better fucking think what you're doing. And he didn't do it. So,
No, we thought he was all that.
yeah.
Nothing could touch
And
him.
then when he told me, oh, I'll give you this and I'll do this with you and this and that. And when he came over my house, he was so impressed with my house. You know, he looked at my house and said, wow, that's a nice house here.
Beautiful house.
You know, but then he left like if it was nothing. So I had made a phone call and I told my brother, and my brother went to see the other people that we need to see. But then he called on the phone. He goes, I want my fucking money, motherfucker. I want my fucking money. I said, hey man, come and get your fucking car and get the fuck out of here. That's what I told him over the phone. Come get your fucking car and get the fuck out of here. I'm on my way. So he came in and he was all pissed off, and I gave it to him. And then he calls me up and he says, "It's not all here." And that's when I called you.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, you're right. It's not all here." And he goes, "Well, you're trying to fucking take me for a chump." And I said, "Don't fucking start this shit with me." He started screaming and he started threatening my life. He said, "I'll fuck you up. I'll fucking kill you. I'll put a fucking bullet in your head." I said, "You're telling that to the wrong person, motherfucker. You don't fucking tell me that, because now you're fucked. Because as soon as I fucking turn my back on you, I'm gonna make a fucking phone call, and your fucking life is gonna be on fucking jeopardy, motherfucker. Anything happen to me or anybody in my family, you're totally fucked."
One phone call and they're
That's
dead.
it. I already
They're
did. I
gone.
made the phone call as soon as I hung up with him. I
Disappeared.
said, "And don't call my house again." He called my house 3 or 4 fucking times, leaving shit on the recorder. And when he came, he was all fucking wigging out, pissed off. And I had a
He looked like devil. He was a handsome man.
He's a fucking
Gorgeous man.
devil looking motherfucker.
But very devil looking.
A piece of shit.
With the thick eyebrows and... Now you go find a prettier woman than
Olivia used to
Olivia.
be beautiful. She was pretty.
Ali.
How the
I
fuck
only
she
call
put
her
up?
Ali.
How the fuck she put up with him?
God, she was so beautiful.
And he tells me,
Drugs like
He
a
tells
lot
me,
of
"You know what? The
women.
money you owe me, I got it in my cookie jar." I said, I got more than that in my cookie jar."
Yeah.
And then he tried to fucking intimidate me and fucking threaten me. I said, "You don't fucking threaten me, motherfucker. You're totally fucked right now." I mean, one call. I said it. I told him, I said it just like it was. I said his name, and I said he threatened my life, and you know it. That's all I needed to do.
We used to go over there when he would bring this trailer full of weed, you know, open the door and there's nothing but pounds of weed, pound. And we'd go over there and he'd get a garbage bag, put 10 pounds of weed in it, and give it to us. Give it to us.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You know, it was like it was nothing. And we would sell lids. You remember what lids are? You know,
Bags.
2 fingers. 2 fingers. Or was it 3? Well, we made our lids like 3 fingers. And to hell, weighing out ounces after ounces out of that 10 pounds and weighing it out. You know, forget about it.
Everybody,
That's
every guy
all
every guy is
times.
just make a little bit of money and they get a little bit, and they want to be like the fucking big shot.
Yeah,
And they want to threaten you. You ain't the first one to threaten me.
yeah, it was, but, you know, he wasn't like that when we were all hanging out. He was real mellow.
My brother's finished. Sicilian guy. And you know those yellow Tupperware bowls? Like that? And he got a weed in there. I'm picking out some buds and rolling it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like that, sitting there like on this couch. And I look at that, rolling it up. And here comes his friend. "Hey, you listen to me, motherfucker." I said, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" He said, "I'm talking to you." And he puts his finger in my face like that. He goes, "You don't understand something. My family is the biggest mafia people in this town. And you don't fuck with me, you understand? And as far as pressuring me for money," I said, "I didn't pressure you for money." I said, "When you're right with me," I said, "listen, if you give me a fucking car for the money you owe me, that was fine. But I sold the car for only $900. You said it was worth $3,300. It's a piece of shit." And he goes, "So I could have got $3,300. And I said, "Well, I deducted $900 off the bill. And what you owe me?" And he goes, "No, it's worth $3,300. I said, "All right, we'll call it fucking $3,300. Give me the rest of the fucking money." And he got in my face and he said, "Fuck you and the money." And he started threatening me with his finger in my face. I said, "Stand back. I'm rolling a joint." And I finally finished the joint. I'm rolling like that, and I put the fucking bowl down. And I stood up like that. And as soon as I stood up, he didn't even see it. Like that. I used to hit the speed back. I gave him a left hook. Right on the jaw. Right on the button. Boom. And I knocked him out. And he hit the back of my brother's couch, like the arm part. And he woke up. And he charged me. Right? When he charged me, the second guy charged me like this. And I twisted like that. And I threw him this way. And I grabbed his shirt and I pulled it over his head. And I started beating the hell out of him. And he goes, let me up. I said, fuck you, you don't know who you're fucking with. The last guy I let up, nearly beat my ass.
Yeah, right.
Fucking 275-pound redneck. I let him up, and he fucking almost beat me up, but I got him. And I ended up with his head, Christine. You know, I don't know if you remember my brother's house. It was carpet and then terrazzo floor in the kitchen. And I had his head
The
on
West Tampa house.
Yeah, and I got like that. Look, bam, and I started pounding his head on the carpet. It was like an inch away from the terrazzo floor. And I'm busting his head on the carpet like that. Busting his head and fucking going like that and I'm unloading on the top of his head. I'm on top of him. And Gerald goes, nah, he had enough. I said, I'll decide when he had enough. Motherfucker thought he was going to kick my ass. I said, what the fuck are you now? He goes, man, I'll give you the money. I'll give you everything you need. He's crying. And he goes, man, let me up, man. Let me up. I said, yeah, I'll let you up. As soon as he got up, wham, I hit him again. He hit the floor. And this time I'm beating him on top of the terrazzo floor. And Joe sees it. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
I smashed his head on the terrazzo floor. So Joe grabs me like this. He's got a joint in his mouth. And you know how you got that fucking grip. You got that fucking fisherman, shark fishing grip like that. And he did that to Manuel in the backyard. Manuel was like, yeah, let me go, I'll kill you. Joe's like, got the joint in his mouth. He goes, yeah, right. He fucking don't let him go. Anyway, so I go like this and I get my back with left foot. I stay behind my brother. I throw myself back. And I land on top of him. He lets me go. And the guy's crawling out the door. And I dive at him. And I grab him and I pull him back inside the house. He was right at the door, the side door to go out. And I'm pulling him back in. And he goes, no, man, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you. I said, just let him go. He'll pay you. So I let him go out of the house. And the next day, I go to my brother's house, and everybody, all his friends come in there. He says, let that money go, man. He goes, we got a call. He was well connected. His parents were the same thing in Conti. Conti. And then Tony, his nephew, pops up.
He was the head of Mafia in Hope, Florida.
He took over Charlie Wall. So he tells me, all the people come up to me and says, let it go, man, let it go, don't worry about it. So what do? His parents put a hit on me.
5 year?
Yeah, put a hit on me.
A 5-year one?
Huh?
A 5-year hit?
5 years, shit, 24 hours. Been 24 hours dead.
You're dead.
So he come up to me.
Well, the 5-year thing is because you do it, and after 5 years, it's not going to come back
No,
at you.
the only one going to break it off is another mafioso or the head mafia. And Tony says, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. It's already off. It's not gonna happen. And he says, that's the second one. That's the second one they had on you. And I said, oh, from the other guy? Yeah, the other guy. So I see the guy about 5 years, 6 years later in Home Depot. And I look at him, he goes, yeah, you and your brother jumped me in your brother's house. And you beat the hell out of me, both of y'all. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I said, well, you're gonna kill me? Or you're gonna talk shit, motherfucker, because I'm gonna tell you right now, enough of your fucking shit. You take it on right here inside this Home Depot or outside. But if you fucking threaten my life again, I'm gonna tell you something, you're gonna be dead. And I ain't gonna fucking do nothing about it. I'm gonna eat a fucking peanut butter jelly toast. I'm gonna go home and eat a peanut butter jelly toast while they make me suffer. So I seen him again. He did the same thing to me again.
Really?
And I called up and he said, don't worry about it. called the main boss, and he said, don't worry about it. If he ever threatens you again, he's going to be dead. That's the signal we gave him for the last time. You said that you're going to kill this man. You make another threat like that, you're dead. So, you sure as shit. He's still alive. But it was strange, Christine, because his nephew, and one day I'm seeing him, my brother's out, and he says, oh, you fucked me real good, man. And I said, what the fuck are you talking about, Tony? No, you fucked me real good. The fucking last deal that we did, I found out you fucked me real good. And I said, I ain't fucked you. You full of shit. I wouldn't do the fucking deal if you felt that way. And he said, all right, don't worry about it. And then they owed me $1.2 million, and I never got a penny.
Wow.
That's probably what he did. He fucking took the money.
Wow. Well, he
Agua,
went.
¿dónde puedo coger, padre? Guare. Ay, ay, ay.
They're checking in on me, seeing if I'm okay. They do all the time. My brother and everybody. Every fucking night calls me to see, am I okay?
Nobody calls me worth a crap. I'm okay. 72-year-old woman living here by herself, and you think I get a call? Are you okay?
Eso, quieto, porque estás trabajando y muy bien. Déjalo quieto.
Ahora llega Coqui por aquí y espuma por aquí. Ahora otra agua.
Fíjate, esto va a ser con
Esto.
el hueso. Everybody wants to act like a fucking boss, man.
Well, I gotta admit, when I was real young, he was the
What
boss.
happened to you?
When we were out there in the community, he was the man. Everybody looked up to him. Everybody respected him.
Oh, out there in the country?
Yeah, Emmanuel out there. He was the leader of the pack.
He did a lot of prison time.
He did.
Yep.
Hey, that prison run, well, not that he wasn't already run, pretty much. I don't know. Those old days. Never talked about them.
Yeah.
Rarely.
It don't matter. Nobody can do anything to you. The statute of limitations. It's 40 years ago. You realize it's been 40 years?
Yeah, I believe it.
That's a long time
40
ago.
years. That's a long time. 40 fucking years.
Se puede poner en el hueco eso ahí en el drywall arriba.
¿Eh?
Un poquitico de eso.
¿A dónde?
En el drywall.
Aquí.
Ajá.
Sí.
The little pieces, did you say?
Un poquitico de eso. Un poquitico de...
Oh, I'm just trying to talk about it.
Mete el dedo ahí en el hueco, por favor. There you go.
I don't want that one.
Gracias. Gracias.
No, $1.
Peace.
$1.
En el siciliano es gracias. En el siciliano es gracias. You got the trim and everything on there.
Beautiful.
Traíste el huevito. Traíste el huevito.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're gonna put your lock on. You're gonna put your little pico.
Ahora, a la altura que ella me diga eso, no, así que tenga su visa arriba.
What height do you want it? Stand over there next to the door. You can see
Oh,
out.
yeah. I'm not
Hey,
sure.
alto.
I'm
Busca un lápiz
sure shit.
Get a little pen.
para que lo
Right there.
marque.
And mark it.
Mudapi.
Al lado, botado, en la esquina.
No, you don't need the paper. You just go over there.
Okay.
When you can see out. Show them where you want the pico.
Okay.
Just a little mark because it gotta be in the middle.
Good.
Yeah, you got
Pero
to
yo-
frame. You got a minute.
Lo sabe que en
I
el
didn't think
centro.
of doing. I wasn't even on the market. I don't know why I didn't.
Lo
Mark.
sabe, eso está en el centro.
No, yo lo busco al centro. No me quiero la altura.
Okay. There you go. Man, good thing I'm here. You can't catch up with all this.
Lord have mercy, joy. You know you're my favorite cousin.
You know what I had for you?
We got 700 cousins. You
For so many years, I open up boxes and boxes.
Shit.
I got shit from 30, 40 years back. I don't throw nothing away. I paid child support all the way complete. My Matthew let her in the house when I went up north on vacation, and she looked in the back room, and I had just bought this Italian bedroom set. I mean, it had two end tables, the triple dresser, the chest of drawer, all the woodwork, the bench, the side rails, the headboard, the whole fucking night. I just bought it, and I owed it $3,700, right? And I said, well, listen, she goes, I was wondering if you would take my van for the money I owe you. And she said, I don't want that piece of shit, but I'll take that furniture you got in the back room of your house. And I called my son up and said, what the fuck is your mother doing in my house? I said, Dad, you were going on vacation and she came over to see me. And she saw the furniture and she said she wanted that. And I said, okay, fine. When she signs the papers, I'll give her the furniture. So I made Matthew come with us. She goes, I ain't seen me, you, and my mom in my car, in the same car. I don't even remember when. So we went to the bank, the notary public, I wrote it out, she signed it, notarized it, which is useless. Notaries don't take no fucking tracking on that. So here it is, 2020. I had a lawsuit and they're withholding $3,700 child support. I said, oh, I paid that. And no, it shows here that you didn't pay it. I paid it at the Child Support Enforcement Department of Revenue, and the motherfuckers didn't file it in Hillsborough County. Fucking nigger that worked there gave me a hard time, and she told me, well, this is all you have to have. This is good. And I fucking had it, and I said, you can verify with her the phone number there. And it's signed, sealed, delivered, notarized. Here it is, 2020. My lawyer's holding back $3,700 and saying I don't pay child support. I didn't pay child support. I said, this is fucking bullshit, man. I paid it. And he goes, well, you got to find the paper. I went through fucking stacks of paper that made me sick. And here it is. I had took it out of my shed and I put it out and I covered it up, and then the rain came and wet it, molded, coming through all this molded paper, all my World Series, all my kids' pictures, all my good stuff. I got the most valuable player at high school. All my honors, everything, trophies, everything got molded and wet. And here it is, I find one, Department of Revenue, Child Support Enforcement.
I remember this.
And I go like this, and it's just nothing but check boxes. And all these stupid check boxes, and it says there, paid obligation of child support, no longer child support enforcement. A little check box, that's all it was. And I find the fucking paper, and I fucking call the judge, and my cousin Carmen, she tells me, I'm gonna help you with that thing, don't worry. So she tells me what to do, and I filed it 1, 2, 3, and I took it to the courtroom, and then the judge says, listen, it's going to be a Zoom. You got to get on your phone, and we're going to be a Zoom meeting. He goes, I see your ex-spouse is not cooperating. She's not going to show up. I said, I told her straight out, if she lies, I want to press perjury charges on her, and she's not going to show up. We'll wait another 15 minutes. They waited another 15 minutes. I'll tell you something, lawyers have never done a better job than this. You did a fantastic job. I'm going to honor your it says here, no longer, I see it's molded, I see the paper's all molded, but it says there, and she goes, it's paid for, it's honored, I grant it, you don't have to worry about that ever again. So I got the copy and bring to my lawyer. My lawyer says, well, I got to charge me $700 for the delay, because it was supposed to be done 3 months ago, and I've been delaying it. I said, that's fine, charge me $700. So I ended up getting $3,000. All she had to do is write a piece of paper saying it was paid. Are you gonna help me file my motions?
Sure, I would. If I not with this phone, the cameras are broken. You can't record me or anybody else.
I gotta get my damn laptop and come over.
I was telling her about all the trouble I was in. My 12 or 13 felonies, 2 misdemeanors. I was telling her the raw deal they gave me on that. One deposition said nothing about breaking it in and going to a house. Listen, they just stole stuff out of the garage and out of cars. So I got the deposition, and I'm like, yeah, back then I didn't give a crap about nothing. So I never went and get the forms because they withheld adjudication on me. Okay, and I never did nothing about it. So years, or whatever years,
They go by whatever's being recorded.
none